Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading from the 12th going right through to the 19th of September. Happy birthday for all you Virgo people out there. Special happy birthday goes out to my dad, the old man, as we'd say. Happy birthday to all you Virgos out there. Let's just see what's going on. If you haven't seen the Mercury retrograde reading that I've done, it'd be a good idea to go and have a look at that. It's time stamped. And also you've got the monthly reading as well for September. So let's go into that. That transition is still there for you, Virgo. For those of you who already had your birthday by now, you'll find that you're going to, especially in the people in the Virgos that are within the first week of Virgo, you're going to feel like the energy is starting to come back. You're starting to get that bubble factor going on. You're kind of going, I want it, I want it, I want it. And it's good. You should be off and running by now. For the rest of you, in the second part of Virgo, it's going to be, it's still going to be in that transitional phase. Some of you are going to be putting things into action. And some of you are going to be chomping at the bit to put it into action. You still got this, well, you didn't have it last time, but it's certainly raising more. There is the snow plow effect going on there. Not very big, but certainly barreling down the line, coming in behind that is a lot more. That's going to be very interesting on the reading from the 19th to the 26th. But here on the overall energy seems to be a lot more important in life, simply because of what's going on around us, which you would be able to see in the September reading that I did, that is going to be linked somewhere in the description below. Let's just get straight in here and see what the overall energy is for you, Virgo. You need to networking. You're very good at. And now it's a time when the networking doors are opening up for you. I would really push on them. I would be bold as brass and literally concentrate on making a success for you, which is pretty difficult for you, Virgo. It's an amazing job what you do for everybody else, but you don't really do for yourself. So this is kind of like really push it on the networking front, I think, this week. I think it's going to be really important. It's a new cycle that's starting for you. Yeah, this is what it seems like. It's like you're the master. You can be the masters of words, very good writers and that sort of thing. And this is where you can use those words to actually feather your nest in a nice way, not in an egotistical way, but to get you moving on, get you actually going further on down your path and everything like that. I think it's mainly concerned with sort of like finances than relationships, to be honest. But yeah, it seems definitely there's a new period coming in, and I would get some serious network going. Let's just see what's going on. This is your relationship side. Let's see what the karmic message is on your relationship side. When you've planted seeds and they're growing up, as long as you water them, they'll grow all by themselves. So it's almost as if here is sort of saying, yeah, be there for people around you, but don't necessarily sacrifice yourself for the people that are around you. I keep going back to that old story for you, Virgo, but here is almost sort of kind of going, allow your relationships, allow them to come to you, basically. Allow them to come to you. So yeah, allow them to bring you in the messages, bring you in that did you hear what sort of Tommy said, or did you see what happened to Jane? That sort of thing where you can go, oh really? And so people that are around you, your friends and family and your community, if you've got a strong partner with you, it's they will support you in this if you explain to them what you're doing. If you're doing the networking and trying to get the business side going, they will understand. And with the larger relationships, I would just allow them to come to you, so they give you the hot updates of what's going on in relationships at the moment. Let's see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message. They want you to feel the love. And in order to do that, you have to allow space for others to come into your life. So this is what it's sort of saying. The universe is going to carry you on through here. You may worry, should I do this? I've got to do this. I've got to, or that's not nice if I didn't say thing, didn't say this to this person or didn't do this for this person. Next time you see that person, you can say, look, I've been so busy. I do apologise. I was thinking about doing this for you, but I've been so snowed under. And the universe is sort of like giving you a pass here on all of this. And the people will be, oh, it's all right. No worries. I understand. So, trust in your friends and your relationships around you. That's what that message is all about. Trust in your relationships. Okay, they will still be there once you've sorted out your financial sort of side. Let's just see what's going on with your guides, how your guides are trying to influence here. Yeah, the guides are really encouraging that part of it, of allowing people coming into your life to give you the updates of what's going on in the world, in the relationships that are around you. So they're really sort of trying to help in the way of coincidences, so you don't feel like that you're shut out from the whole family units and stuff like that. They're trying to stop you from losing money, basically, because they're sort of saying, don't worry about that. You go and concentrate on the business side, which is going to be on this side. So, and it's true to say, like, if you've just had your birthday, you've got to start those projects. You've got to be physically involved rather than emotionally involved with the relationships that are around you. That will come in time. But for this week here, I would concentrate on getting things moving in your life. Okay, now let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic message. Sounds like Star Wars, doesn't it? So I'll get back into that. I got carried away there. You're going to feel at home in a way, but not home as in, oh yeah. You're going to feel at home that you're part of something that's a lot bigger than you, and it's going to feel good to be part of that family or those friends or that couple. A lot of support in a way, and you're going to realise the strong relationships that you do have around you. Avoiding all disappointment. You could be disappointed with some people that, when you go off and you're working and you're trying to boss it up, that, they don't even send you a message sort of saying, hi, how you doing? So, it's not necessarily forget them. It's just kind of like note that you don't have to worry about those people in the future. You don't have to break your back to worry about those people. It can sort of create a disappointment. This is a definite transition with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups next to it. It's a transition within yourself, because on this side, the financial side, it's getting real humdinging by the looks of it. Let's just see what the karmic message is. Let's get straight onto that. So the guys here have trying to let you be cool about it. Don't get disappointed in others, because you're off working as well. They may well be off working now. You don't know until you see them again. So don't be disappointed in life or in the relationships that are around you. Let's just see what's going on the karmic message for your financial side. It almost sort of said to me, are you still here, Virgo? Why aren't you heading on down your road? Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. And I think this is going to be obviously for the majority of you, because this is the last week pretty much of Virgo. But yeah, it's the ready, steady go has started, and you've got to be running off, leaving the past behind. Be prepared to leave the past behind. It will tug at you a little bit, and you'll get some lovely, fluffy memories of the past and stuff like that. It may be a case that networking is going to help you connect with a lot of people that you haven't connected with for a long time. That could be the case. But it may, that sounds like it. If you're networking, you've really got to bring in all the things. Once you start pushing your job, your business, or your project, and you start going forward, you're going to kind of go, do you remember Davey? Davey used to do this. I need someone to do this. I'll give him a call. That sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's just see what's going on the universe, how the universe is influencing your karmic message. There's big strides. Taurus had this as well, funnily enough. So it seems like that for earth signs at the moment, looking at all the readings going past. Big strides here, big sort of concrete blocks of foundation for you, so you can really build upon it. Yeah, really building upon it. They're asking you to see things in a different way. So what could be here is with this networking and connecting all your previous connections together and all your new connections together, all of a sudden you're going to be able to see the project in a different way, or see your career path in a different way, or see your business in a different way. And with the things coming into your life, the advantages coming into your life, and the wins or the profits or the gains within your life, it's then you're going to have that big block foundation, and that's going to help you to step on that and actually see things in a different way, a larger sense to the situation. Okay, let's just see what's going on, how the guides are trying to influence that karmic message. They're not accepting everything, and yeah, they're not accepting everything. They're being very selective about what that you take on. They're being selective about the coincidences. The coincidences will be very powerful, I would have thought, very poignant, very sharp and to the point. And I would be attentive to those sort of things that are going around you. They're really, working for you. King of Cups, keeping the emotions steady and kind of saying, look, we're going to need this. But that's $50 billion. Oh, yeah, but you're still going to need it. That's the sort of thing, they're just sort of like taking all the emotions out of the situation, so you can then just kind of go, yeah, right, okay, let's get on, let's move on, which will really help you out. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that conversation and make it all they're trying to make it smooth sailing, basically. They're trying to make it as smooth sailing as possible. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that is within you. They're saying, you're almost like squealing inside. They go, this is great. And you guys, this conversation that's going through your head sort of saying, keep it cool, keep it cool. Taurus had exactly the same message there, funnily enough. And I think this has to do with the overall energies and that new death and rebirth scenario. Obviously, you're going for your birthdays as well. But here, on this case here, it's kind of going, don't let yourself overflow yet. Keep if you keep those emotions with you, it's going to give you the force to go on. There will be a time to let them out, of course, but this week here it's concentrating and trying to get as far down the line and get into the rhythm of life as much as possible. This is the long-term plan. It's going to make you realize what it's all about for you, Taurus. Virgo, I do apologize. Virgo. A long-term plan. All of a sudden, it's coming together. Things are really coming together for you. Let's just see what's going on and how these sort of combine and what the energies leading into the following week are doing. It's like you've been going through a musty forest, which is nice, and I like it, especially when it's really hot out there. But it's like you've come out of the forest into a clearing, and it's like you kind of, wow, I can breathe. This is really nice. There's a breeze. It's lovely. It's just realizing that it's lifting your head up and kind of going, wow, what a future this is going to be. Letting go of all your worries. I think that's what the combining thing is all about. It's going to create worries as well. Yes, that's true. Because you're going to want to do things and you want to do it perfectly because you're Virgo. And that's what's going to create may create worries as you're going on here. But the lesson here, I think, in this progression, in this increased activity within your financial side, and also on the trusting your relationships that you have already and allowing them to come into you, should in theory release a lot of worries. It could also create it It depends totally on you. The less you worry about things, the easier it will be to manifest the positive things in life. And that's probably not going to be just for you, Virgo. It's also going to be for everybody that is around you. So there you go, Virgo. Really lovely reading. There's major changes. I couldn't believe the Wheel of Fortune came out. But I think, as I said, the overall energy in the middle there seems to be the most poignant energy at the moment. And with what is going on in the outside world, you want to go and see that monthly reading of September, but also the Mercury retrograde as well, which came out last night. I think that's going to be the pushing element of everybody's life for the next time. Difficult to say exactly. I think it's more than a month anyway. I would have thought it's going to be more like sort of like 2-3 months, and might even go right through up to the winter solstice. So yeah, there's loads of links in the description below, including your book, The Astroflower Virgo. Yeah, there's also links to our sister channel and our links to our Instagram. In the meantime, Virgo, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.